Early in the morning.
What's going on, people? It's your boy Cam Topical Juice, and we are back with another episode of Love Island. Wow, a double dumping, a deserved dumping. Now next, let's get this Abby Moo off my screen immediately. Yesterday, last week, she shouldn't have even been in the villa. Is what it is. This episode was pretty rubbish actually until the end. A few talking points, but I'm gonna try and make this quick. So I've got work today. The fun don't stop. I finish work at 11. So I don't even know what, I finished work at 11, so I'm gonna have to get tonight's episode out tomorrow. I finish work again tomorrow at 11. Oh man, I'm so busy, it's long. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. What am I talking about? We just started the episode. Let's get straight into this video, man. Like the video for me, hit the video for me. Please press that subscribe button. It's road to 50k. Boom, let's go. The episode starts with Kady and Zach speaking, right? And guys, there was flirtiness from both of them. I'll be honest with you, Kady really came across like she wanted Zach in that conversation. She's like, yeah, she said, everyone knows that I fancied Zach, but I'm happy with Ouzy. Or everyone knows that I fancy Zach, but I'm happy with Ouzy. Right, okay. I don't know, man. I just felt that when Zach and Kady were speaking, there was just, I don't know, she was just giving off an element that she wanted him. She was really, the energy she was radiating was that she really fancies Zach. She actually wants him to move to her, wants him to, like, I don't know, it was a weird one. And he's just talking about, he wants to know what the girl said and this, that. That's irrelevant, Zach. I'll be honest with you, this episode, it really kind of confirmed how slow Zach actually is. All the marbles aren't calibrated correct up there. He's a wee bit slow, anyone's there, just a bit. It was just a weird dynamic, man. Kady was just sitting there talking about, she feels frustrated when she speaks to Zach, and that's because she wants him to say he's interested. Like, period, to be honest. So now, guys, Jess and Mitch have a conversation, and she basically apologizes for Pie and Mitch. Now, if I'm being honest, good. She should have apologized. I was never on the anti-Mitch bandwagon when it comes to the Abby situation. He was not wrong. He was not the one in the wrong. Mitch, I'm on Mitch's neck. He's one of the biggest clowns I've ever seen. But if a guy's not in the wrong, he's not in the wrong. And Jess 100% copped out by pieing him. And she just jumped on the bandwagon, anti-Mitch brigade, anti-Mitch agenda, pied him, and she actually acknowledged that it was a cop-out. You know what I'm saying? So, Mitch, it is a game at the end of the day. It's not that deep, but at the same time, I completely agree with you. I think Jess should have apologized. She did. Kady gets rude to Ouzy in bed because basically, Ouzy is not fully over what she said about Zach, understandably so. And she turns to him in bed and says, I said sorry, and turns away. You know what, Kady, I don't need to put you in Nicole's bin right now. You're already back home in England. You've been on the flight, forget the bin, just jump on the flight and get out of here. I'm happy, cheerio. You and Ouzy can put all the hairbands and clips in his hair all you want and all that stuff. Now you're back in England, you get me? So Ella and Mitch have their conversation. Ella's just got Mitch on ropes. She's just talking about how she ain't happy. Jess then talks to Ella about why Mitch ain't happy, and Ella T this is, or Ella A, whatever we're calling her, mixed race Ella. She basically tries to justify Jess's muggings of Mitch, but it's cap. Like, Jess should have apologized. She did. She jumped on the bandwagon. It is what it is. Zach and Whitney have a conversation, and the whole dynamic was just played terribly on Zach's part. Now, don't get me wrong. I defended Zach somewhat in yesterday's episode. I thought Whitney's comment was a bit left field. I don't really think it was that justified. I thought it was a bit random. Considering they're meant to be boys and that, I'm not too sure it was very necessary despite it being a game. But him telling her to shut up with that vim was not right, was not acceptable. And Whitney being Whitney, this is why we love Whitney. Whitney being Whitney, she didn't move up. Even though, as I'm saying, even though Zach was well in his right to be annoyed, Whitney just commands and demands respect. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, she literally said, no, first things first, no matter what, you're gonna apologize. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna say sorry. And he somewhat apologizes, half-hearted apology for saying shut up with that vim, but ultimately he's also annoyed. Understandably so. I don't mind him being annoyed, but I don't know, just don't be so rude in it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so rude. Whitney's kind of justification for the comment was a bit weird as well, to be honest. I don't know, I thought the justification for the comment didn't align with the comment that was made. I think she was just kind of pussyfooting around it a little bit. I think she said it with him at the time and then kind of danced around it in the explanation. I'm not too sure. Either way, Whitney for the win. You know what I'm saying? Whitney, Ella and Tyreek for the win. You know what I'm saying? More than happy. All good. Abby and Scott talk, and this girl, oh my days. This girl called Mitch a loser. Now, he is a loser, but you're a bigger loser. So do you know what it is to be a bigger loser than Mitch and call him a loser? But do you know what it is for Mitch to have the ick with you Oh my days. Mitch, a walking ick himself, getting icked out by you, you're a loser, man. You're both losers. Literally, you're both. Oh man, I don't even know who. Yeah, it's crazy. Abby and Scott are just trying to flirt. I think they end up having a kiss. It's mad because if Mitch and Abby had continued, Scott would just not be in the picture. He'd still be in the villa somehow because he's somehow still got a sympathy vote. I don't know where that's come from. Like, who cares about Scott now? Let's move on. Respectfully, Scott's a cool guy, but why there's no reason for him to be this popular now. You get it? But either way, they're just losers and they kiss. Rita Ora comes in. Yeah. Molly chats to Ella and Abby about Zach. Molly basically isn't over the whole Zach situation. And this is why I clocked, Zach is slow, guys. Zach is slow. His brain cells be ticking in slow motion. He's not really getting it. He's not really understanding. Because he's talking about, yeah, he just played a game. But as I said last season or last year, if the game in Love Island was to jump off a cliff, game or not, you die. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you here? It doesn't matter if it's a game. The game has real life repercussions. It has very real and tangible consequences. If you choose to literally kiss another girl, it's not a game then, is it? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. So yeah, Zach. So he can't. So because he is a bit slow and he doesn't understand why or how that would hurt Molly. He doesn't understand how Molly's feelings are hurt or whatever. He doesn't get it. I don't think maybe he's just not even trying to understand it. But now listen, I gave Molly credit. I'm glad that she's trying to make man squirm. I say squirm, I don't think he cares that much. I've told you a billion times, if a man says, you know, essentially the ball's in your court, if you want to end it over this, then like, I understand, I respect it. If a man says words of that ilk, not always verbatim, but if something similar, he ain't interested. He doesn't care. You know what I'm saying? He just doesn't care. Anyway, I gave Molly credit for making him squirm, but bro, miss me with all the tears, bro. I'm not trying to see the background noise. I'll be honest with you, it wasn't giving. It wasn't working. It was actually making me angry. Watching her cry and be so dramatic here with the background noise, all the soft side, but I could actually feel my blood boiling. I'm done with all this eye water, bro. Get that gun. What are you crying about? Don't get me wrong, I get it. Yeah, I get it. I've actually defended you, Zach. I even threw Zach in the bin for that. It was poor behaviour, I understand, I empathise completely. But not enough to cry about it. I'm sorry, not enough to cry about it. She obviously made a good point that you literally kissed the girl that sent me home. But listen, you already got your get back. You got your lick back, that's it. We ain't crying over spilt milk or spoilt milk, whatever the saying is. Like, it's done. Zach's just slow. So if this is the man that you want to ride for and pursue things for the outside, this is what you're going to get. The same man that cheated with no regrets, like that rhymes. She's just talking about how she wanted my man to meet her parents and this and that, and then she starts crying. It's actually gonna get me mad thinking about it. Whatever, they're just telling her to, you know, be strong and we'll be there for you. Abby's talking about, we'll be there for you, girl. Yeah, girl, we'll be there for you, girl. Shut up, man. And then we've got Ella just saying, yeah, you're letting him off the hook. You're letting him off the hook. You know how Ella be. Ella likes to get up in business and, you know, give her 2 pence or whatnot. Then yeah, she cries again. Zach and Molly talk, and then she basically says, he's like, what's going on, Molly, broski? What's going on, Molly? Chat to me. And he's like, you're right. And then she says, no, not really, I'm struggling. And I'm thinking, God damn, this girl's so dramatic. And then she starts crying again. And I literally wanted to dash that into the screen, bro. Oh my days. Just miss me with it, man. He's just talking about how it was just a challenge, it's not that deep. Oh my God. He's just talking about, I hope we can fix this, but only time will tell. Whatever, the dumping comes around. Whitney and Lochan. I finally know his name. It's Lochan now. Lochan, whatever. Locks. Whitney and Locks finally. They got voted the most popular. And then what? I swear down, I hate this girl so much. Did you see Abby's reaction with Scott? Is this your hero, by the way? Bun that. Abby was like, and Abby was like looking at him like some insider joke thing. And I'm glad that the cameras actually not only caught that, but they specifically decided to show that. Not a good look. What, are you shocked that Whitney... Did you think you were going to be a power couple? Is that what you thought? Abby, did you think, because Scott's popular and Scott kept Amber in, did you think that was your free ticket? You ain't winning. I swear down, if I have got anything to do with this, if I can use any of my influence at all, you are not winning. You know what I'm saying? So like, it ain't happening. So yeah, it's not going to run. Whitney, I believe Whitney will probably win now. And Ty and Ella deserve to be second. They're the only real legitimate couple outside of Locks and Whitney. Amber and, is his name Josh? Yeah, Amber and Essex, they go home. Cheerio, Amber. You literally were. I reckon you were the biggest waste of space in Love Island history. By the way, history. Yeah, the biggest waste of space in history. There was no reason for you to be there as long as you were. Madness. And then ultimately Whitney decides to send Kady and Ouzy home. Again, cheerio. Kady's just gonna run back to her poxy boyfriend, who, you know what I'm saying, big game player. She's had a boyfriend the whole time. That's why she weren't really being that intimate with people. Maybe a couple times under the covers, kiss here and there, but yeah. Episode was dead. Tomorrow night, I think, again, Abby, my man Mitch lives rent free in Abby's head. What is going on tomorrow night, I mean tonight's gonna be interesting. I won't be able to get this video out until tomorrow, but it's all good though, man. We're gonna grind and make sure the content keeps flowing. Like and subscribe, let me know your thoughts, guys, and I'll see you lot soon. Peace.